Hey Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Leigh?
Why don't I rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern M&M.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch Bunch in the hoose, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Leigh.
I'm Aim.
We're the Munch Bunch. Somebody requested, can you put a spare bed in our room for my son's imaginary friend Frank? And when we check in, can you greet him?
I'll just get Julie from down Travel Lodge. Julie love, you sew on the crystals on suit. Welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Leigh. We are the Munch Bunch UK. Leigh, tell them what we have on the menu.
Hey Mo, my beautiful. We have Big Daddy steaks all the way from Aldi, which isn't that far from us actually.
You will have seen the clip just that Leigh put on to see the overview of this.
Yeah, we'll do that right at the beginning. Then he says there was meant to be a cooking video, but didn't really go right. So if you want to see the size of the steaks before we cooked them, go right to the end of the video or wait till you get to the end.
So I didn't know we was having an addition of Yorkshire puddings in this meal. We have steaks, salad, chips, Yorkshire puddings,
a
massive bowl of salad.
Yorkies with chips in. Best of both worlds.
Yes, Leigh is extremely pleased about this, guys.
It's a new creation. I'm sure someone's done it before, but I don't mind taking credit for it, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, so let's...
bowl of gravy here, guys. Nice big bowl of gravy.
I'm going to put my...
I don't know why I ever met the bowls of gravy so big, people, because we never, ever finish
Do you want to spread
a full bowl.
these out?
Well, I don't know where. We've got some more chips here, guys. I'm just going to stick them here and out for the best. So please, 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 if you like our content, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Drop us a comment, but definitely hit that thumbs up, and go over to Instagram, to our Instagram account, check us out. Check out our other YouTube channel, Munch's Delight.
Absolutely.
All the usual stuff we say, but please remember to hit that thumbs up. It's very important.
There's now stuff coming out of this.
There is, I can see it. Well, do you want me to bang it for you? Bang, bang, bang. We recently did a Jamaican video. If you haven't seen that, go and look at it. And also a Chinese video. We've done this one, and we've done so many videos recently.
Also some fried onions.
I'm going to go right in with this. I don't care. I'm more excited about this than the steak.
Yeah, and that's the truth, guys.
Hell yeah. I don't mind steak. I really enjoy it, but I like Yorkies more.
Those chips are beautiful.
Cool.
Lovely.
Is it just me? I think I said this the other day. Actually, I did say it the other day. But have you heard baby wipes in the last few years? Since I'm at home, baby wipes weren't really a thing to me. I didn't really care for baby wipes either. Now, if you're going to use Mrs. Baby Wipes, it's like the end of the world if you're a bloke. Any bloke watching this, you'll be able to testify to that.
Yeah.
I think it's right angry about the baby wipe situation. I mean, it isn't as though there isn't a lot more baby wipes in the world. But yeah, apparently it's not cool to steal baby wipe.
No, because I have to use them a lot.
As a kid, my mum would chase me around with a wet tissue when you got a bit of food on the side of your mouth, or some ketchup stuck to your cheek, whatever. She'd get a bit of tissue, lick it. Oh, Mum, please, no. Even as an adult, she'd probably do it now. She had the chance. It's a disgusting habit. Mum, don't do it. Don't, please, leave me be. She always insists on doing that. No, that's horrible. Then you get a wet feeling. Oh no.
Shouldn't be so bloody messy then, should you?
I can't help getting my food everywhere. It's a sign I enjoy my dinner.
This is nice. This is lovely.
So it's Saturday. Woke up with a hangover. A really bad hangover. I did vlog it. Actually, after we did our live last night, I went to bed and I was recorded. I didn't know I'd recorded. I can't show it on here. You got to look on our other channel to see it. And I watched back this one. I was like, what the hell are you doing, Leigh? I was dancing in the mirror whilst recording. I was like, look, there's two of me now. And I was that pissed. I thought there was two of me in the room together. It was a bad situation.
I haven't even seen that.
No, we will do. Yeah, put a new novel on my side.
There's some more salad there.
What do you think, Ryan?
That is chips are amazing.
Yeah, these
Where'd
are
you get these from?
these are like deluxe chips. They're just oven chips, but like the deluxe from Aldi. I think Lidl, Scandinavian for Lidl. Do the same thing. Do you want the gravy closer to you somewhere?
It's lovely.
That steak's cut through really good, guys.
So, I'll have your tomato if you're finished. Not as though you're even going to start.
I ain't going to touch a tomato. You can keep that bloody thing. Take it. Take it away. There is, later on this video, going to be a little segment that I found of the craziest, you won't believe this, but the craziest requests at travel lodges in the UK. You will not believe what people request at travel lodges. Like I'm not really a fussy person. When I go to a hotel, as long as my bed's made up when I arrive, there's no sticky situations in the bathroom, then I'm cool in the game. What's that, Anne?
The beef stock, like.
Oh yeah, beef juice. But you will not believe what some people actually expect of the poor people in the hotels to do for them.
I can't wait for that. Oh, so nice. This is like one of my most favourite things is steak.
Yeah, I mean you can go out for steak, but unless you're paying big money, you're not getting good steak. Can't we go out? It's like a bloke thing. Like I loves the steak, but when I was growing up as a kid, a bloke, pretty much like my dad or whatever, family members always had steak. Pretty much, and it wasn't when we were kids. Meals weren't that fancy in pubs. It was like we've gone for this before, haven't we? But
my mum and dad, it was like steak or steak and kidney pie.
Yeah, there wasn't so much like it was a big thing in where I'm from when I was a kid. Oh my God, we've got like one Indian restaurant, and it was like a big deal. We're going out for an Indian tonight, and everyone like threw a party. Wow, Jill and Phil, me and my dad, they're going out for an Indian, love. Let's have a party. They've actually gone for one Indian this year. It's amazing. But now, it's 10 a penny.
We did have that around here.
Well,
Because the Midlands is famous for Birmingham for curry. And a wipe. See, I'm allowed to use my own wipes.
Oh well. Well, you know when you was a kid, if you didn't eat your dinner, like I was a fussy eater as a kid. You'll never believe it. But as a kid, my mum used to say, if it's Sunday dinner, so you're not leaving the table till you've eaten like at least one Brussels sprout. And we'd have this standoff, me and my mum would. You'd have to get like the hostage negotiators in, because I ain't bloody eating it. She's like, you're not bloody moving. It was a nightmare. Literally, and there was no voice or reason. My dad was just like, he'd go off and watch the football. No, I've sat at the table for a good half hour after my dinner, after everyone had finished.
See, I love vegetables, so I never had a problem with that.
No. Well, you told me the other day, didn't you? About children, and you get them to enjoy food and whatnot by basically as a kid, giving them that sort of food.
Well, you're born, we all have the same taste buds.
Yeah. It's
So
just
obviously,
it's what
you feed them, yeah.
Well, I wasn't giving them sprouts as a kid, I know that much. Well, as a baby, I mean. And my mum don't give me every so often, but that was enough of that. Nope, I ain't touching it, mother.
I love sprouts. I've had them on toast. Oh, that is just perfection, that is to me.
But the reason I was on about the food thing was because there's a couple in America who've got into a bit of trouble on TikTok because they've said, look, our kids, if they don't eat their dinner, but later on they want some snacks, they ain't getting their snacks. They'll get their dinner again. So say they had this, then this will be reheated later on for them. So if they want something to eat, they'd have to eat this. I mean, this would be a problem for me as a kid. But kids don't really like, well, some kids like veg. Not all kids do, though. What would you say? Would you be cool with that? Because we never used to do that with tea, did we?
I never really had a problem with vegetables and salad with tea. It's not bad parenting. It's looking out for their, their health and things. I know. If I want to do that.
Well, that's a good look at that view now on that steak. Bloody hell, she was hiding that steak behind the chips and the salad. So I don't think it's cool to do that. Like, I mean, I've been a kid myself, and when I was made to eat food I didn't want to eat, just makes you more angry as a child.
The thing is, though, as soon as you start giving kids like chocolate, McDonald's, things like this, I ain't gonna care about balanced eating.
I admire some parents. Like when I'm down the shops and stuff, you'll sometimes see parents, the ones who are in a bit of a rush, and they get home, get the dinner on because they've been busy all day, and they might have like a pizza on the conveyor belt, bag of chips or something. No, I'm not against that. We've done that with our tea in the past. But you get other parents, and you see they're shopping on the conveyor belt in front of yours, and it's like bags of fruit, loads of salad. And you think, okay, fair enough. Then kids are eating well. And then you'll see the kid at the end of it sitting on the wall in Lidl, and he's there. I mean, for his dinner, his mum's just like, yeah, have a multi-pack of Walkers. That's your dinner for the day. I'm like, that's bad parenting. It doesn't take much to make a bit of salad, does it, and something healthy.
I think, like when we was kids, like, takeaways were a treat. Not like they are now. It wasn't like that then. Like if you
Not
was
at all for me. You want to get chip shop once a month, something like that.
As we got older, like, it was different. But
When I was in high school, I'd go over the chip shop pretty much every other day.
yeah, it's like my school, but we had a McDonald's and everything like that. I mean, I love it in this. What is your favourite part of this? What could you do? Steak or that? You're joking.
Yorkshire pudding to chips in. Look at it. It's amazing. And these are good Yorkshire puddings as well. There's like 6 in a pack from Asda, I think. They're like sort of luxury Yorkshire puddings. They're really tasty.
I do prefer homemade.
Have you seen Donald Trump today? Obviously not. We haven't been.
Yeah, he went round, come round before.
Well, the other day he said Boris Johnson was in Strangeways, so it wouldn't be that much of a out there question, would it? Have you seen Donald today? No, well, apparently he obviously because he lost the election, he isn't going to be president anymore. What?
Bye.
Oh, I'll go.
Sorry, it was under my tree.
Thought he was having a panic attack.
No, Barney.
But you know what colours his hair normal?
Blondie.
Yeah. Well, either he forgot to dye his hair today, or he's like admitted he's like the stress of the election has took its toll on him. He's gone grey overnight.
Oh.
Like he's literally stopped dyeing his hair. I took a little screenshot of this because I wanted to show him. And I burnt.
I mean, the tanning's the one in it, like, I mean, come on now.
When they leave it around his eyes, like they forget to cover it, go right around his eyes.
Well, they don't. It's not that, because, I mean, he obviously has the best ones. It's just, it might be sunbed.
Have you ever seen it when it around his eyes? It's all big white patches.
Yeah, he probably uses sunbed and puts them things on to stop the UV going through.
You lot probably be able to see the picture. He's got a full head of grey hair now.
That's a bit strange.
I mean, you have to search it up on the internet, guys, but he has proper grey hair. Everyone in like, is it my screen, my TV, or has Donald forgot to dye his hair before he come out?
Other people are commenting on it.
Yeah, that's how I found out about it. I don't just follow Donald Trump for the sake of it, you know.
He likes his hair and tans. I'll give him his due. You couldn't imagine Boris doing that, but Boris, I don't get that with him, like, his hair.
He gets away with it, don't he? You know, what's his name? Philip Schofield and his missus are still together. Well, living together, aren't they?
It says, it's a work in progress, ain't it?
Yeah, I was reading that today. I mean, I'm so unlucky, ain't it? I think about it like, so, when we started this channel, one of our early videos, we talked about Philip Schofield because it come out in the February that he was gay. We started the channel in the February, about our second or third video in, I think we talked about Philip Schofield, something like that. And we give our honest opinion on it and stuff. But the problem is, like he said, he couldn't have timed it worse. So Philip Schofield comes out as gay, and about a week or two later, COVID kicks in, and full lockdown. So like I said, he just wants to go out all this time and see his friends like he would do normally, and go for a pint, and have a chat, have a hug off his friends, he said. Yeah. I can't do it. I haven't been able to obviously mix with anyone else other than the TV crew or whatever on this morning, and his family. And let's be honest, if he does have a bloke, if he's in a relationship with somebody, he can't be around them. So, you know, he's just got to stick it out at home with his missus and the kids.
Well, I think, you know, when he said that, I knew...
Years ago.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
I don't know why he'd go for it, but then again, I don't think Philip Schofield would have come out back in the 90s and said, yes, I'm gay.
I don't think that's really what I was going for. What I'm saying is, if he knew he was gay, why did he need to go through with a wedding? Because that's surely going to...
For that reason.
He didn't need to tell anyone. Maybe he thought that was the only way through life, I don't know.
Maybe he's just confused. Maybe he did love his missus.
He does.
He's come out and said, we love each other very much, and we always will do. We're going ahead, like, piece by piece, trying to get through all this. We just picked a really crap time to come out because of COVID.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think they are splitting up.
Well, I think they have done already.
No, but I mean, like, why would you say it's a work in progress then?
As in, well, if I come out to you and said, I'm sorry, love, but, you know, I am gay.
Do you mean like a work in progress at their relationship in general?
I guess so, like... He don't want to be the one who like, walks out, does he? Leaves the family. I mean, he's obviously the breadwinner. I don't know what she does for a living, but he's the one who's the name and brings the money in and stuff like that. So he can't just turn around and say, "All right, love, I'm off," because that'd look terrible on him. And he probably don't want to do that. He loves his kids.
Yeah.
So
he does. He's a great dad.
Wants to make sure everyone's comfortable, everyone's happy, everyone's cool in the gang. There's money there, and the house he's looked after and took care of. It's a nice house they got.
Lovely.
So yeah, I mean, he's just doing the right thing, I guess. But I would not... I mean, you wouldn't come out and say you're gay, would you? Unless you have a bloke waiting for you. I mean, it's not as though Philip Schofield wouldn't have enough blokes throwing themselves at him if he was single when he come out. I mean, as soon as you say, I'm Philip and I'm gay, they're all going to throw themselves at you.
That Reverend is that famous one?
Yeah. But
No.
Philip can do better than Reverend, whatever your name is.
I can't remember his name.
He does like all the army celebrities and stuff like that. So
It's going to be difficult. I'm going to put some gravy in. I can't reach it.
yeah, I'll scoop it. My hand's
In the
clean.
bowl.
Oh God, Amy, you messy bugger.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh God, I've made a little... I can't even eat that.
Just dunk your chips in. Just get it all in your mouth.
Thank you, Leigh. Bloody wood chipper.
There's this woman I was reading about though today. She's won. No, she hasn't won. That's a lie. I want to ask you what your opinion, what you would do, and what I would do. So this lady, she has her own home. I think it's in America. I'm not sure. She got her own home, anyways. And it was a nephew's. She's been furloughed, basically laid off a job. We call it furlough in America. I don't know what they call it. Well, she wanted to get a nephew a present for his birthday. So I think she might have been sort of milking it a bit how bad her situation. She says, I scraped together a bit of change to buy a few scratch cards, or lottery scratch cards, she called them. And on one of them, he won...
Your priorities right.
Yeah, but I think, like, you know, if she said, some days I can't even afford a meal. So I think that might be a bit far-fetched, in all honesty, if you've got your own home. But she says, on the first one, he won $50. And then she bought him 3, I think. And on, like, one of the other 2, he won bigger. He won, like, 5 figures, which is, like... 10 grand upwards. You know, 10 grand is 5 figures upwards of, I don't know, 50 grand. So it's life-changing money anyways. So anything below 100 grand is 5 figures. So she said to her sister, who's her son, look, I'm in a bit of a pickle here. Would your son split the winnings with me? Because I bought him the ticket. and I'm out of work. This family, that the sister, are really well off. The son's really well off. He's off to like uni or college in America, and he's got all this money now. Struggling to buy a banana. And she said, and the sister cut her off, blocked her on WhatsApp or whatever, and said, look, you ain't getting a penny, pack it in, love, stop scrounging.
I don't agree with that.
And she's gone to Reddit to say, look, am I actually in the wrong here for expecting a cut of this money? Are you alright over there, I know? Yeah, do that off camera, love, trust me.
Sorry guys, bit of gristle there.
Just get it all in, because it comes out the same place.
No. No, that's out of order, that is.
Yeah. Especially if it is true she's that skint, then yeah, I think it is.
I don't understand why she bought it in the first place, though.
Because she couldn't really afford much. And so to give him a chance, like, you know, if he won a couple $100, it's a couple $100 in his pocket, isn't it? It's a nice little gift for him.
How old's the kid?
But I'm guessing if you bought him a scratch card, he's like just turned old enough to have one, so probably like 18.
And that's her sister.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible. Bit of news. Talking to scratch cards. Down that way, we have a local shop. Last year, on lockdown, someone went in and won £1 million off a scratch card.
That's ridiculous.
Just a normal corner shop.
We never win anything on, well, a couple of quid here and there. Sorry, Barney. We never win proper money on scratch cards. It's impossible.
No. But I did feel a bit sick when I thought, oh my god.
Well,
If bloke just went in there, probably by a pint of milk, hoping to win 20 quid. Oh! £1 million.
when I'm in there, or in like the shop where you get women are the worst I find for scratch cards. Blokes, I guess they go down the bookies or online gambling or whatever, online bookies with the football and stuff. That's what I use. I do football online. But women, when I'm in the shops, go in, 20 quid on scratch cards, 15 quid on scratch, whatever it is. They don't seem to care. And they'll stand outside the shop, furiously scratching away.
Yeah.
No! Then rip it up. It's on to the next one. And as soon as they win a couple of quid, straight back in there. I'll have another tenner, please. You love, you just won 2 quid. Where's the other 8 quid coming from? And then they wonder why they're skint at the end of each month. Craziness.
Moral of the story, I'd say there is don't live outside your means.
I mean, we have a few times, but...
Not very often, like that.
Hey, do you know they've brought out, I don't know where the hell you get it from, be like a weird shop like Lidl, Scandinavian full Lidl, I guess. They've brought out pigs in blanket cheesecake. It's a real thing. Apparently, it's like amazing.
Well, I'll leave that one to you.
Well, I don't like pigs in blanket to start with. That's why I'll be in it.
A cheesecake tasting of it.
No, it's a cheesecake. It's topped off with pigs in blankets on top of it. The presentation's really good, but it's not.
But maybe that's just like
What?
like a whole pigs in blanket look. There's no sweet bits in there, is there?
It's a proper cheesecake with pigs in blankets on top.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's like they say, it's like one of them shop value things for your dinner parties over Christmas. You got your friends around or your family. Why not shock them with pigs in blankets on cheesecake?
Some things are just too far. Some things are really nice. Like when you put sometimes fruit and cheese together. I don't like that, but I can get it. I tried, like, you know, they put pineapple on your gammon and stuff. I did try that. I kind of like it, but Tia loves ham and pineapple pizza, so.
Yeah, I've never tried that, you know. I think I've tried pineapple a while ago. I think I said to Tia, I wouldn't mind having that on a pizza one time, but I've never actually done it. Not yet. Bear with us, peeps. Whoa! That's how we should have had it. We never get our videos right. I literally should have been zoomed right in there.
You can't get the thing that close, can you? Oh, you can. Hello, we're here now.
Oh!
Hi.
Just adjusting. Trying our best, guys, every day to give you a better view of our food. What happened?
Pop backfired.
Oh. Right. Let's go and see his weirdest hotel request.
Yeah, I've been really excited to hear this.
Now, this is coming from staff at Travelodges, which if not from the UK, well, I think they have them all around the world, but Travelodges at a budget hotel. We stayed at a couple. They're really good for the price. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, they are, to be honest. Very clean, tidy, accommodating for families as well.
Yeah.
Not as how we're representing the travel lodge here or anything.
No, what you get? Amy's just told me she's full. I'm thinking, Amy, you got half a cow left, love.
The first thing I've eaten as well today, I just...
Eat some more steak, love. It could be expensive. Sorry?
I'm not leaving that.
Okay, alright, so the dogs can have it. It's like bloody Roadrunner, or the other one.
Me.
That one. Yeah, so Travelodges are really good. We're going to get right into it. These are the craziest, or just like daft requests that guests have made prior to staying at a Travelodge. Oh. Okay, sorry guys. I was just saying something and I had to cut it out, so I'm going to repeat myself. Aim's full, but I'm saying, Aim, you've got half a cow left there. Come on, love, eat up. Otherwise it's going to the dogs. So we've got like really weird requests made by guests staying at Travelodges. We're going to tell you them right now. Not all of them. There's about 20 odd. I'm only going to give you a few.
I love things like this.
So, somebody who works in Southend-on-Sea. I think that's like down Essex. I've never been myself.
Down Southend.
Is it like Essex way? Southend.
Oh, it's
think
down.
so.
Yeah.
It's down the south anyway, because it's Southend. It's not up north. Going down Southend up north. No, it's definitely down south.
That's why, like if you're in London, something central. Oh yeah, let's go down Southend.
If you have any funny requests you've ever made to a hotel or anywhere else, let us know. So, somebody requested, can you put a spare bed in our room for my son's imaginary friend Frank? And when we check in, can you greet him?
You're going to think I'm strange when I say what I'm about to say.
Oh, indeed, don't worry about it, love.
No. My friend used to have this issue, and it turns out it's like a psychological thing.
Alright.
And if they don't sometimes comply with it, like as in go along with it, like it can affect the kids. Sometimes I have to,
It's just a bit bloody weird. If I was told to talk to an imaginary friend, if he's not really my friend, then sod it, I ain't doing it. So I just said I would not partake in an imaginary friend conversation. I said, Leigh.
Did you never used to have one?
No, I had no friends or a friend all the way through life. Now I've just got a friend in AIM. But as a kid, I just had a couple of mates. I had really good friends in primary school, because everyone's cool in primary school. In high school, not so much. But I wasn't one for imaginary friends. I had like toys to play with instead.
I had an imaginary friend. But me and my friend Natalie, we created a couple.
A couple? There wasn't no like weirdness going on, was there? You didn't get jealous if Natalie took them round to us for dinner.
We got them married and everything. And it was called Ben and Joe.
Our Tia did this once. She told the teachers she'd had a little baby sister. So I go into the school to speak to the teacher about something or other completely different about a school trip. Congratulations. I said, what for? On your baby. What baby? Tia said you had a baby. Like, first I've heard of it. Really awkward situation.
And she even called it Sally.
So,
She was only young, like 4 or 5.
Next one. Bit more local to us. This was at Birmingham Bullring at their Travelodge. Somebody said, can I keep 200 butterflies in your storeroom cooler for my wedding? 200 sodding butterflies? I mean, what happens if Dave goes in for a pint of milk and he lets them all out because no one's told Dave there's butterflies in there? Like, Dave, don't let the butterflies out. And Dave's got his headphones in. Got to make a cuppa. Julie, do you want one?
Well, in saying that...
Oh, God, here we go. You've got to make 200 butterflies.
No. Butterflies, moths. Both got wings. You know Hocus Pocus, Billy, in the film? You know Billy, yeah?
Yeah, Billy.
And the part where he's with Max Dennison and he blows out the moths. He's like, he cuts out the and he goes, it's all dust and moths. Trivia, saw it today. They are real moths. He had to hold them in his mouth and blow them out because there wasn't the technology then. He had to actually put moths. That he had this protective thing in his mouth to stop them going down the back of his throat, and he had to blow them out, and the real moths went out of his mouth.
You mean I'm sitting there all day looking for things to talk about and looking at Donald Trump's hair, and you had this amazing facts you could have started a conversation with? That is a conversation starter, Aim.
Well, where do you want to go with it?
Well, it don't matter now, does it? But at the beginning of the video, she said, Leigh, I've got an amazing conversation to have. What's that, Aim? Do you know you can keep moths in your mouth? Billy did it. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Let's give it a go one day.
So what was the outcome? What did the ballroom say?
I don't know what they said. These are just requests. I don't know what actually happened. Next one, Oxford pear tree. That's down in Oxford, I'm assuming. Can I have half a pillow, as I find a whole pillow too big?
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, just cut it open, take some of them duck feathers out, whatever's in there, and just put the rest back in. I'll have half
You
a
see,
pillow.
let me just say, if you're working at the Savoy or the Ritz, all these requests would have been absolutely.
Oh yeah, you get yourself anything. You get yourself people sent to your room, get yourself tickets to the biggest shows, get yourself a hot dog at 3 in the morning, whatever.
Someone has some butterfly milk. I think that's like £700 a vial.
It was crazy.
That is insane.
Next one. This one's really funny actually. In York, somebody said, can you tell my wife, this is actually really hilarious when you think about it, can you tell my wife we have to sleep in separate rooms due to social distancing, so that I can get a good night's sleep?
Listen, if you knew how this man snored.
Don't really look at me, love.
Why? I've got recordings of him.
Don't put it out there.
Well, it's only ever going to be me that puts up with it. Anyway, look. No, it's louder than that. It's like...
Not this morning, I get up till, but I'll slip down here till 6.
And then, he sits up in the night as well, like, I'm there. Like, there we go, that's it.
Feel like the Undertaker, the wrestler, if you ever seen it as a kid.
I'm like, what are you doing, Leigh? Oh.
Because I have to sit up for Aim to get past me in the bed because Aim's side's against the wall. So, when she needs the toilet in the night, Leigh needs the toilet, I automatically sit up. So if I hear Aim moving around in my
sometimes you sit up thinking I need the toilet.
subconscious, I just rise up like, go on then, Aim, shut. What the hell are you doing? Oh.
No, he looks like, you know, because I'm big. So yeah, I get that bloke who honestly saying, I want to have a different room.
I think that's dead clever, that is. Either his missus is obviously a bit of a goer, or she just snores a lot.
I think it'd be fantastic just to say, you have that room, or even like conjoined rooms. And it's like, you have that bed. That's why it's great when you fall asleep downstairs. I'm just like, yeah, bed to myself.
I'll sleep downstairs most nights. I'm also
Do you want to know something? Seriously. I was watching B Love's Lifestyle Dalvin and that woman Nicole. I don't even know if it's his girlfriend or what. They keep saying they're not together. Anyway, so he's just bought this like
£12 million
£12 million mansion, which is
dollars,
like,
rather.
oh my days, lovely. And I was thinking about this, and I want women or men, I want your opinion on this. If you had enough rooms in your house, this is what I would do. For one, I think it keeps it fresh. Two, I think it gives you your own mental space. I would have a bedroom between us and a bedroom separate. So, like, you have your own bedroom, make it how you want. I'd have my own bedroom, make it how I want, and then we'd have a joint room. So, such as last night when he was doing me head in, because I thought, well, he snores loud when he's had a drink. I'd go to my room, put on my meditation, get everything flowing nice and everything. So I didn't have to deal with this whole situation and the snoring. Would you guys do that? Would you like have what night to yourself and think there's no problems in the relationship, you love each other like dearly, but you just literally want... That's right. What do you think about that? Like, you can make it like you could have your PlayStation, Xbox type of thing in there, or whatever you want. You could have your football. Mind you, we'd probably have a room for that.
I think that probably happens more often than you actually realise in life in general.
And it would come in handy when you had a row, because it's the worst, isn't it? You know, when you're in bed before the other one. and you've got to get into bed, and you're like, excuse me.
When you had an argument. Yeah.
And that's how I sometimes race up the stairs.
I'll just sleep down here if we had an argument. It's so much less. It is awkward, like James said. You get into it, oh, God.
And also making dinner when you've had a row.
Well,
So do you want, what do you want then? Nothing. It's so funny how people do that. I don't want nothing in your mouth. Fucking hell, I'm starving.
yeah, I always know that if me and her have had an argument, she said I don't want anything to eat off me.
I do it. I'm like, no.
I'm like, I know she's hungry. I'll make it anyway. And if she don't want it, we can go in the oven or
It's
microwave.
through mine in the bin. You've gone and fetched chips for yourself, and I'm like, Leigh, I've made you dinner, and he's gone off down the chip shop. Isn't it funny though, the true reality of, relationships and how they actually work?
I think that's what people like. I'm trying to, in the past we said, you two are quite real with what you say.
Oh yeah.
We ain't got anything to hide. I can tell you everything. Apart from about my feet habits, which,
That ain't a lie either, guys. It's got a weird foot thing. It's called athletes.
Yeah, I'm an athlete, so can't you tell?
It's just rough. It's like when you get like that called outis exterior or something like that in your ear.
Oh,
It's called swimmer's ear.
alright. Well, have you got that? You went to not on holiday.
No.
No. Anyways, let's get back to our request. In Harrogate, someone said, can you create a fancy dress outfit from a duvet cover, as I left mine at home?
That's
No, come on, this is the Travel Lodge. It's not the Savoy or other fancy hotels.
yeah, but in an emergency, they are there to cater for. I'd go as a ghost.
I mean,
2 eyes. Hey, bed sheet. Off we go.
you're only paying like £30-40 a night for a Travel Lodge with breakfast. You are not getting a free duvet.
Yeah, but
or fancy
let
dress
me just
outfit.
say this, right? We just paid out a load of money on fancy dresses. You seen them on our Halloween. Well, you didn't. You saw? Did you?
Where did I?
It was on our live. And that, I mean, it was £100 and odd and that. Would you really want to go and buy another one?
Okay. Go home and get your costume then?
I think personally, I would probably, for a bloke, anyway, I'd like, yeah, just go as a ghost. Something like that.
Maybe they could just say, do you know where the nearest fancy dress shop is, or could you please find out for me the nearest hire shop and go out and hire a costume?
I know, but if they're in Harrogate, that place is expensive.
Well, that's the wrong problem.
This
In
is fun.
Newcastle,
Awesome.
yeah.
Aye, man.
Can I store a 6-foot unicorn ice sculpture in your freezer for my wedding? I mean, that's pretty big.
The
6
thing
foot.
is, if their wedding is in the Travel Lodge. But what? Oh, if it's not in the Travel Lodge and it's down there,
Another place.
where are you going to get the damn thing transported from the Travel Lodge to...
The last time,
Oh, who's saying that? They have a walk-in freezer?
our freezer out 6 foot. Fridge freezer. I mean, it's a fridge freezer that's 6 foot, but you ain't fitting everybody ice sculpture in our
You ain't even
freezer.
going to get it in a chest freezer. It has to be a walk-in or not.
In Chelmsford, can you get me a plastic donut to wear that is 1 metre wide?
Like a swimming thing.
No, like a donut.
Like an outfit.
Made out of plastic in the shape of a donut. Like a swimming thing.
I don't... they have them donuts that you can sit on in a swimming pool.
Yeah, but that ain't what they meant.
That's ridiculous. Why wouldn't you organise this before you got to the bloody place?
Yeah, why do you go out
Why
and
would you
buy
go?
your own plastic donut that's 1 metre wide?
Yeah, like what they expected to... You know what? This is why I'd be terrible with that sort of situation, because do you guys have that like really bad nervous laughter? I mean, I really do, don't I? I couldn't handle that.
I mean, what happens if they got you a plastic donut, but like 1 meter's 3 foot? I know that because of COVID, because 2 meters is 6 foot for social distancing. So 1 meter is 3 foot. So what if they're going to get you one that was 1.5 meter, 1.5 foot wide? Would you say, sorry, it's no good? I'd say, look.
Listen, there are some specific people out there, like... I was watching this, I'm not sure if it was the Savoy, I think it was, but the requests that some people do with that place, like, they'll ask you to change the entire room, colours, ask them to decorate it a certain way.
Celebrities are the worst, aren't they?
Oh, they was giving, like, examples.
Madonna, I think it was, like she said, or somebody anyway, or in the past, said, can you take out all the brown Smarties out of a big bowl of Smarties, or just leave me all the blue ones? Something stupid, and they have to do it. They have to do that
I
sort
just
of thing.
don't get that. I mean, at what point in wealth do you become a nutcase? Like, at what point is there a line where you're like, I'm normal till I'm like a virgin, but then after that went to the top, I don't like pink or brown Smarties, and I'm going to demand you bloody well take them out. What is people's problem? Like, seriously, what is it about that high status figure
Money
that
makes
you
you think...
cannot be a general person? Like, would you honestly have any serious weird demands? I wouldn't.
I won't. Money goes straight down. It makes you think, oh, I've got wealth. You haven't. I'm going to tell you what to do. You're going to do it.
Yeah, it's like a status thing, like a power. It's a power trip, isn't it? That's what it is.
I'll just run through a couple more, guys. We've got in Lincoln City. Can you sing Happy Birthday into my phone so that I can hear it when washing my hands?
Fuck off.
I'd say, mate, or love, pack it in, take a sleeping pill, have a rest.
So, he wants to press play.
Alright, so you're washing your hands. Yeah. Look at me all sexy.
Oh, yeah, because it was, you got to sing Happy Birthday to with the sister.
Yeah, but I would not really...
Why doesn't he just sing it himself?
Because he's a lazy bastard.
Or
or
go
woman.
on YouTube and just type in...
Happy birthday.
The thing is with that one, though, it's unrefusable, isn't it? That sort of thing. 'Cause
Is it hell?
No, they have to kind of do some things to
okay.
go along with what the customer wants. That isn't it. That isn't something that could have been denied, I don't think.
I think it would have been, and I would absolutely hate to be... I mean, none of these have said if they did them or not. For all I know, all these might have been granted. I don't know.
See, some of these places, it's the customer comes first, because if it wasn't for those people sleeping in these travel lodges...
do. Dirty buggers. Anyways.
Just eat your steak. The point is, like, you know, they have to kind of get accustomed to what the customer wants.
I guess so. Okay. In London, can you set up an Easter egg hunt in your hotel? Not for the child, but for her husband.
Oh, no. You know what? I actually thought, what a good idea for kids.
For the kids, yeah.
For a sodding husband.
At Birmingham Airport, because there's a travel lodge attached to Birmingham Airport. Can you arrange for me...
that place to go.
Yeah, it is. We flew from there to Spain.
Yeah, not BMX, BIX.
No, it's not that either. It's BHX.
Birmingham.
I don't know. It's something. We go there. We've been there. The train we catch goes every day. Birmingham International, isn't it?
No.
I don't buddy now.
Carry on.
Anyway. At Birmingham Airport, can you arrange for me to walk straight onto the runway from the hotel so I can have a lie-in?
What? Say that again.
Can you arrange for me to walk straight onto the runway from the hotel so I can have a lie-in? Now, I've never been to the travel lodge at Birmingham Airport, but I'm guessing they wanted... Imagine it's like a bit further away from the airport or the runway. They want to walk straight out of their hotel, straight into the runway.
It's BHX.
BHX, so we both got it wrong. Completely missing the fact that there's like check-in, duty-free, passport checks, all that stuff. You want to ignore all that and go straight onto the plane.
No, I mean, again, I don't mean to knock people's sanity here. But there's going to be an issue with health and safety with that one, isn't there, really? Oh, hang on, let's just dodge the fucking Boeing 747. You cannot.
It's not only that. They probably have to physically pick up the hotel and move it to next to the
runway.
runway.
No, it's next to the runway. It's on the air. You can, if you could access the runway from that hotel.
I don't know.
But the point of it is, why would you want... I mean, why not just go to bed early then, rather than... I mean...
Dirty stop-outs. I can't get my head around the ones when me and Aim didn't do it. No, we didn't. We got to the airport and we went to Spain last year. And everyone's getting pissed. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, guys?
Yeah, I mean, the holiday I went on before Leigh, when I got with Leigh and I went with my ex. Yes, you go there and you have a pint. Really, I mean, we had a bottle of wine and a bit. But then I think to myself now, I just think... It's more about the gram, innit? Oh, let's just take a pint and put it on Instagram and go...
I'd have just thought up on somebody else's pint and said, look at me! And ignore John back here, he's got it in his hand. I'm like, John, let go of my pint and take a quick picture.
I do agree with... we always have to go in the Weatherspoons there and have a fried breakfast.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, but loads of people was just having like gins and pints with theirs. It was like a pub full on at like 4 in the morning.
Everyone's getting wasted.
I mean, Birmingham International Airport is huge, and like literally there was hundreds of people in there just getting on it at 4. I was like, God.
Okay, that's like 3 more.
We had a day and a half that day, didn't we?
We didn't sleep for like a day and a half.
Dories and everything. Oh my God! Anyway,
Well, it's
the
for another
story.
day. Okay, this is in Aberdeen. Can you babysit my work phone today and take messages? So I guess like they didn't want to answer any message off their bosses about why they were in work and why they was at a travel lodge. So can you answer the phone basically and babysit it? Next one. Can you can you sew, not saw, Swarovski crystals onto my black tie suit for my awards ceremony? Obviously that's a black tie suit. I'd say, mate, go and jog on.
I'd say, listen, you're being tight. If you're in an award ceremony and you've got them Swarovski crystals, why haven't you stayed in a better hotel, for one, you tight git, and 2, why have you bought a suit and want to sew them on? Why not for one go to a blooming
proper
tailor,
place,
dressed like a tailor place, and then for 2, I don't think that's quite tasteful if you're just going to get someone at the travel lodge to whip it up. If you're going to do it, then do it. Go big or go home. Don't just get Julie from down travel lodge. Julie love, you sew on the crystals on suit.
This is going on the preview, that imitate that irritation, whatever you want to call it. Do you like the previews, guys? I'll put little clips in at the beginning. Hopefully you do. So that's going on in this video. And Amo, not on that, but Julie, how do you know Julie's not going to walk off them Swarovski, whatever the hell they call them, crystals?
Well, if you work in the travel lodge, I think you're going to be a decent person because travel lodge is great, but at the same time, it's a cheap hotel, isn't it?
I'll just say, oh God, the Hoover. Pete was coming downstairs with
he
the Hoover, he had it
just
on.
Sucked it up. Henry
Hoover.
Henry did it. Or Etty.
Yeah.
She just went...
Took all of them. Can't believe it. No, we can't take it apart because then we've got to send it off to the repair shop, and we only did that last Thursday. Right.
Is there any more?
Yeah, there's like 2 more.
Go on.
Can you add light into my room to create the Northern Lights?
Oh my fucking God. The Aurora Borealis, I think it's called, something like that.
The whatever they're called.
Aurora Borealis. So you're telling me, I'll just get the fucking green flares out the bloody cupboard. Sorry, Julie, love. Move aside, I can sew it crystals. I've got to get the flares out.
Yeah, and tell Henry to stop sucking at them Swarovski crystals.
I mean, come on now.
The last 2, guys, because we are running out of time.
Why would you even go to the travel lodge to do this act? Why?
What was
asking him to put on the bloody Northern Lights?
Just jump on a cruise. There's loads of cruises there. We're meant to get snow next week. That's what we're meant to get. Okay, in Stirling, I think that's in Scotland. Yeah. Oh no, that was the Northern Lights. I'm sorry. In Liverpool, can you get me a bag of soil from Anfield as a surprise for my husband? Now you can do that, but only.
I thought you could have like a square foot of...
You can order stuff like that, but usually
Christmas.
at the end of the season, because they rip up the pitches at the big football grounds, if you're there at the match, they'll sometimes let some people come on the pitch and grab a bit of turf or whatever. Once or twice that's happened.
Now, again, let's just have a quick word about this. What are you going to do with it? You know when you get in the car, on the bus, get on the coach or train, what are you going to do with it when you get home? All right, babe, I've just bought the grass in. What are you going to do with it?
How's
do you own a butcher's? Great, because then you can put it, they put the grass.
Oh,
that's fine. But seriously, what exactly are you going to do with it?
I'm of that opinion, and that's a bit bloody stupid. And also, if it was me, I'd say aim.
Oh, you know exactly what I'd say if you come back with a pile of soil.
Oh, but I don't actually believe you've got that from Old Trafford, because that'll be Man United. Like, are you sure you're not going out in the back garden and dug up a bit of our grass and stuck it in a bag? I'll probably find a bit of dog poo out there. Oh, bloody hell, I've got the dog mess up today. No, because you'll obviously be able to tell the condition of the grass. But you're going to have this piece of grass, let's say it gets rooted then and all that, and it starts to... There we go. You're going to have this crappy grass, and then you're going to have the best grass known to man. You'll put a shrine up when you're like, around the damn square foot. Right, the last one, guys, because I've got to wrap this up now. The last one comes all the way from... It was London, it was Scotland when I find it again. Edinburgh. No, that wasn't it. Oh, that was one of them. Can you build a balloon bed as a birthday surprise for my daughter's 21st birthday? And I thought that was a bit waffle.
Balloon bed, and she's 21.
Yeah. Some people just never let the kids grow up.
Don't get me wrong. If you want to go all out for your kid's birthday, fine. But having it at the travel lodge and asking them to build it, look, I don't know whether I'm just being a bit strange here, but if you've got the money to pay these people to do this, why not just set it up in her house? She'd keep it then.
Yeah, I'm imagining them balloons just popping now. And then you're going to get angry with the person who sets it up. Sally, you bitch, you let the balloons pop.
It's not only that, like, let's say this food that's left over, you know there is someone out there and it's like, oh my God, David Beckham has left a chip. I'm going to put it in my purse and
There
I'm
are
going
some
to take it out.
weirdos.
There are, like, oh my God, he's licked that fork.
Yeah.
I'm going to lick it too.
What was we watching the other day now?
There is some strange...
No, we was watching something just the other day and somebody was... What the hell was that with a woman who was licking a fork or something?
No, it's Dracula when he licked the
I was
shiny
watching
thing.
Dracula. No, the other day, me and you was watching a programme or a film and
No, I seem to remember
somebody
something.
licked a fork or something like that. Cause... Oh, is that bloody... Oh, God. You know the one out of Insidious, the old lady? She was in a film the other day, weren't she? We watched a thriller. It was really good. Well, kind of good. On Prime. And she had this young lodger and she's like, oh my God, he's so fit. And he come in like it and she was there like with his toothbrush, brushing her teeth.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just not right, is it?
That's the worst thing you could do to me is use my toothbrush. Aim.
I have.
A few times. Like the last one, we have to go. In Inverness, Scotland, does Nessie visit Loch Lomond Aquarium?
Oh, fuck off, please.
I swear down, it says that right here. Like, you know, obviously Nessie comes from
So
Loch Ness.
imagine I'm at the counter and you ask me that.
You would end up cracking up.
No, come on now. I'd either be like, looking at this dude.
Yeah, we give. I'm sure the aquarium gave Nessie keys to the door, like every Sunday.
Excuse me, just hang on a moment, sir. Hello, I was just wondering if... I mean, come on now.
I mean, you've got to accommodate, like you said to you, like, I'd have to ring up the aquarium, Pete, and ask him, or Mr. Richardson. Okay. Well, I'm waiting. Can I do it on my break? I promise I'll ring him. No, I want you to ring him right now, please. Okay. Yeah, June. Is that June at the aquarium? Yes. Hi, June. I've got a Mr. Peter Richardson here. He wants to know if Nessie will be popping in today for a lunch. What? Fucking idiots. I want to scrap the swear and I apologise.
The joke is that this is real and these people really believe this stuff. You know what we'll do next time? We'll find out strange celebrity requests. Yeah. Because I think that'll be a really good one to watch. We'll take a look
for that one. This really has been rather long, guys. I apologise, but
it's been
I
fun.
didn't eat a steak.
Do you know something? It's now, what, 7 o'clock?
It's 5 to 7.
It's the first thing I've eaten today, and my appetite's going to be
and we're going live, I think, in like 3 hours. Or maybe we're not, I don't know. If we did, you'll see, you'll know. Right, thank you for watching.
Thank you, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and drop a comment below anyway. But if there is something that you've heard that's